Another thing that happens fast when you get to college is everyone seems to have clicked up and found their friend group but you. And that brings me to the fourth thing I wish somebody would have told me, that when I went to college, you have to have a very flexible approach to friendship, because the process of finding your people, it's slow. And when you get there, it is so easy to tell yourself, oh my God, everybody's already taken. Everybody's already in a friend group. I don't have a friend group. Oh my gosh, what am I going to do? Everybody seems to know each other from middle school and prep school and camps that they went to. Who knew everybody went to camp? What is this camp thing? The reason why this happens is because one of the ways that people deal with all of this massive change that they're going through is they try to cling on to other people. It makes you feel safe when you got somebody that you can cling on to, right? And people do this in two ways. They either cling to their roommate or the first few people that they meet in orientation. Oh my God, these are my people. These are my people. Or they cling to people who have similar pasts and shared experiences. And I really want to unpack this, because the single thing that I heard from both of our daughters, and that I know is true for all of my friends' kids, is this complaint that I can't find my friends. I can't find my people. Everybody has a group. I don't have a group. This is a universal phenomenon. And it's a phenomenon that happens because everybody's trying to manage the change. And so they cling to people near them, or they cling to people who are from the same area or are similar to them. And I remember even, when I got to Dartmouth 38 years ago, I was from the Midwest. I went to a tiny little public high school. There wasn't a single person in the history of my high school that had ever gone to Dartmouth College. So I arrived there. I feel like I am a gnome that has landed in the island of giants. And I felt like such an outsider. I was like, how do all these people know each other? What the hell is the Cape and Nantucket? Everybody goes to a sleepaway camp? Did everybody go to a prep school? What is this sport called crew? Why are people rowing a boat when you could actually have a motor on the back? I felt so over the tips of my skis, like such an outsider. Even my roommate, who was from New York City, she knew so many people. She had so many shared experiences. It's like she landed in our dorm room and suddenly had 100 friends. And I clung to her like a freaking life jacket as I was drowning in the ocean. And, this was the same experience when our daughter went to Los Angeles. She gets out there and she's like, is everybody at the school from California? Does everybody have family like a mile from here? Am I the only person that came from a little suburban town in Massachusetts? Like, you feel like a teeny, teeny, teeny little thing in this vast ocean. This is normal. It's normal. And you can feel on the outside for so many reasons. You can feel on the outside because you didn't grow up there. You may be going to a state school and you're from out of state, but so many kids are from the same state and they have this lingo and they all know the high schools and there's all this insider stuff. They know the neighborhoods. It's crazy. You might find that you're living in a dorm and there's a lot of sports teams that are housed in that dorm and everybody's got their group, but you don't have a group. And since they're on a team, it seems impenetrable for you to somehow be on the inside of that when you feel like you're on the outside. You may feel that because of socioeconomic things, that, my God, do all these kids have all this stuff and I'm like super poor and this is kind of weird. And here's what I want you to know. The friendships that happen fast, based on who you're near or because you have a similar past, these friend groups don't last. And I know it's hard to hear in your first year, but the truth is your friend group is going to look really different by the time you graduate. In fact, I found that your friends are different sophomore year and they're different junior year and then they're different senior year. And it might take you 2 or 3 years. Trust the process and trust yourself. It may feel weird right now. It's not going to feel like this forever. The more that you're flexible. So what do I mean by being flexible? Let people come and go. Don't cling to everybody like you own them. You don't need a life draft. A few friends is all you need, and you're going to find them. And you're going to find them the more flexible you are. And stop telling yourself that you can't break into a friend group or that you can't break out of yours. When I was talking to my daughters about what they wish they knew, before they went to college. They both shared experiences, both personally and that a number of their male and female friends had, that clinging to and gripping to and being super rigid about your freshman year friends, and that you got to always be together and you're going to room together for the next 4 years. It turned out to be super toxic and weird. So much so that when you went back sophomore year, they were nervous. Like, I don't want the same dynamic. I don't want to be part of this. I want to break out. And so trust the advice that clinging and gripping and expecting it's going to backfire on you. Your friends are just around the corner from you. You just have to be flexible. Let people come and go. Don't grip. Don't act like high school. And I found this out way too late in life. Like, I wish I knew this in college. This is the killer way to go through friendship. The more you include people, invite people to come along. Your really introverted roommate. Yeah, we're going to lunch. You want to come? People don't do that. You want to know why? You're worried that if somebody that's kind of quiet or weird around you, it's going to somehow impact your ability to meet other people. Are you kidding me? Don't be insecure like that. Be flexible. Be open. Be expansive and gracious with the invitation, because the more flexible you are, the more you let people come and go, the more you're yeah, come along with us, the more friends you're going to have. See, what you don't realize is that exclusion creates toxicity. Expectation limits the amount of invitations that you get. And the more inclusive and the more flexible you are, the more friendships you create. How cool is that? So the fourth thing I wish somebody had told me when I went to college is that have a flexible approach, because the process of finding your people is slow, but you will find them. And while we're on the topic of clinging, the fifth thing that I wish somebody had told me before I went to college is that your best college experience is at your college, not at someone else's. You have got to get off your phone. It is an epidemic among college students today to waste all kinds of time and to tank your mental health by watching other people's party highlights on social media while you're sitting in your dorm bed at your college concluding that your college sucks. Stop. Stop clinging to your high school friends. Stop clinging to your high school boyfriend or girlfriend. Stop clinging to your phone. Stop watching your friends party and go to tailgates and be at fraternities and be at sororities and have all this fun in their new dorms, because if you continue to do that, you will never create your own college experience. If you continue to watch what all your high school friends are doing on their social media, you will not create friends of your own. For every hour that you pour into feeling bad because so-and-so's at a frat party, or their tailgates look better, or look at how big it is at University of Michigan, and I wish I were every hour you do that, you are destroying 10 hours of fun you could be having at your own college. Get off the damn phone, get out of your dorm room, and go create your own fun, because you're not going to find it by clinging to your high school friends. And that brings me to the piece of advice number 6. Do things alone. You do not need a friend. Go check out that club alone. You do not need to have somebody to eat with. Go have lunch alone. You do not need to have a friend sign up for that engineering class. You do not need to have a friend in order to try out for that intramural soccer team. In fact, it's better if you don't. It's better if you show up alone. Why? Number of reasons. Let's go back to what my dad said. Don't let studying get in the way of your education. Part of the education that you need to learn is how to show up alone. And trust that you can handle it. Because the faster that you learn to do things alone, you will learn what my dad was talking about. That it's not just about what you learn in the books, it's about what you force yourself to experience in life. Don't let loneliness or clinging to your friends or insecurity get in the way of you doing things. Not only can you do things alone, you need to do it alone. So go eat your lunch in the cafeteria alone. Go to the information session for something alone. Walk into a room alone and introduce yourself without your friends or your roommate standing there like a little blankie for you. You don't need them. And that's something that I wish I knew in college. Do things alone. And the more you do it, the faster and stronger and more confident you're going to be. And it is a skill that you're going to bring into your life. It's going to help you make money. You're welcome. I woke up this morning. We dropped off Oakley yesterday. I woke up the first morning of my college experience in my brand new dorm room, and I was in a full-blown anxiety, disassociative meltdown. And so I thought, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to send Oakley a text. Hey, Oak, good morning. I'm so proud of you. I hope the first day was good,